Hey guys, welcome back. In the past few weeks, we've been talking about a little thing called Twitch clips and how to put them out there so you can show your personality to the world. And today we're gonna dive into a video editing program so that you don't only get the lecture of me, but also how to get into that and how to do that. So let's dive in. Because I hate that people put YouTube videos out there and just say you have to do this, you have to do that, but don't show exactly the way how to do it. So I have prepared a little bit of a tutorial for those who are listening to the podcast. No worries, I will explain it and you can follow on your computer via your podcast or do it later. Um, for those that want to follow with me, you can always check out the YouTube channel. And yeah, that's about it. Let's dive in because I want to. Okay, the program is called the Vinci Resolve. I'll see that there's a link below. Um, and if not, sorry, I sometimes forget to put the links down. It's from Blackmagic Design, the Vinci Resolve 16. I'm still using the 15 because I'm happy with that, and the 16 is more. It's not structural that it's changed, but more plus things. This program is excellent for all your clippy things because there's so much you can do with it. For a free program, program is actually insane how much you can do in there for free. I don't actually get why it's for free, but don't tell them that because I really love to use it and I still want to use it for free. So let's go in. After you've downloaded this, the DaVinci Resolve, set it up. I know you guys can do it, that I don't have to show you how to. Uh, and we'll start the program up. By the way, for those of you that aren't busy with the giveaway, there's still a giveaway going on for like 7 days. And that giveaway is about a coaching. I am a certified coach, so I know what I'm talking about. And I want to help you guys. I want to help you more than I help you now. I want to help you more on one, so I can say and listen to you what you have to do to achieve your goals in streaming. And it's also helpful just in life in general, how to get your goals done, how to compartmentalize your life so you get shit done. So now I have opened it. Most of you will just see untitled project uh, because I have worked a little bit more on videos. There's a little bit more here, but let's go into the untitled project. I have this program for a long while and I absolutely love it. When you open it up, you will see two different screens normally and a band under there. If you don't see it, all the way in the bottom you have a few different icons. If you put your mouse in there, it will show you what it actually is. The first one is media, next one is edit, then it's fusion, color, fairlight, and deliver. We're gonna talk about more in we're gonna talk about the edit part and the deliver part because that's the part that we're gonna use more than all the rest. And this is just for clips. If you really want to dive into video and make yourself an expert in this, you can do a lot of cool stuff in here, like editing out the background and put things in. I don't know if you guys heard about TikTok and it's a little bit like Vine, and there you see a lot of people doing crazy shit with video, like taking a car and then and like turn it in a toy car, something like that. And you can actually do that with this program as well. I don't know how, but you can. But let's dive in. You have the Vinci Resolve and then file next to it. We have to import file because else you don't have anything to work with, and that's not okay. So normally you have downloaded your Twitch clips, you import media, and let's take one of the last ones that I did. This one's for school, I'm guessing. Okay, it will say the clips have a different frame rate than the current project settings. That happens when you got it from OBS, and it's important then to change it. On the default settings, you can change that as well to the settings that you want, but just change it to the frame rate that it is in. So change, and you get that on the top of the left corner. If you don't see that, then click on media pool. On the top left you have media pool. There you will see your icon, your clip, and the effects library. That's when you want to have a blur, across dissolve, something like that. But we're gonna keep it real easy, just to cut your clip where you want to. So drag your clip down here, and you will get your video there. And on the right screen you will see that it is uploaded there, because that's the place that you're gonna edit your video. And I have like 6 different channels of audio, because I've had my OBS set up that way, because when I interview a person I need different different, how do I say this, different audio tracks, so I can cut it later and work with it, because most of the time, and I'm still working on that problem, the voice is really metallic like and not so nice to hear, so I have to tweak it as best as I can. I'm not an audio expert. I know I do podcasts, but you have to start somewhere, and I'm the kind of guy that rather dives in and see what the water is like, then do a lot of tests before I jump in. Okay, so I will delete my audio tracks. Right click on them, delete track. If you have the same problem, delete track. Yeah, you know how this goes. We just delete the tracks. Now there are some things that you can do. Normally first it's set up that if you just click on it, then the video and the audio is taken at the same time. You can change that, and it could be useful for later projects if you want to put some audio over there, and you have to test it out a little bit, test the things out. But if you right click, you can unlink the clips. And at the bottom you see of your menu, you will see link clips and unlink clips. So when you click on them again, you will just have the video or just have the audio. It's best to leave them linked. So take your control. It works the same way as in files. Take your control, click them, and link those clips again. It's easier to work with at the beginning. And what you also can do in the audio section, you see that white line on that in the green, you see a white line, and you can do it up and down. You can scroll it. If you click on it, you scroll it down or up, it will change the volume of your clip. So when you cut into the clip, let's cut into the clip. It's the third icon. It's looks like a shaving, something that I haven't used for a while. Um, Shaving blade, and click on that so you can cut it into different kind of pieces. Now, because you've cut it, go back to clip to that you just selection mode. Is it called selection mode? If you're listening through the podcast and you don't know what I'm talking about, behind no, under the two screens you will see a bar where with an arrow next to it, trim edit mode. It's like smaller than, bigger than, and a line in the middle. Next one almost the same, and the blade edit mode is next to that. So that's the easiest way you can get. But now we've cut it, and now we can change the audio. If you want to put some more volume under a certain section, you just cut it, that word, or cut that section out, and you can up that a little bit or do it down. Be careful with that, because a lot of people don't like to have their ears raped, and when people are just listening and then they have a huge spike of a volume, they're not gonna like you very much. So you can do it in stages. Normally you don't do it in this way, but if you are a beginner, you can do it in this stages. Then just cut it in smaller sections and put the bass and 1 decibel louder, that people have the chance to avoid the ear rape. That's how I'm gonna call it. So you have cut it up. If you want to delete a section, you just click on it, press the delete button on your keyboard, and it's gone forever. Forevermore. Forever. And there's still a problem of when you cut too much, or sometimes you see a YouTube vid and it bounces off, like it's going from this way to this way. In my videos you will see the same. Sometimes it's not repairable, but that's because I could do that, but I have to know a lot more about video, and I don't want to put that time in. But one easy way is just between the two clips where you have put a cut in, you right click there and you add a 60 frame dissolve or a 30, and what you get is the following.
Hoi and welcome.
This is in Dutch, by the way. A video in Dutch I had to make from school.
Hoi and welcome.
Oh, okay. No, you don't see the difference now. I will put a section away. The audio is not gonna match up, but
hoi and welcome.
But you see that you
Hoi
see it
and
still, but it's more. It's a lovely transition than you bounce all over the place. So I like that more than just cutting and doing it that way. If you cut too many times, or you're just wondering, oh fuck, I've cut here and I have to go back, there's a couple of different ways you can do that. Edit. You go to the edit section on the top left and you do undo. But you see also on the right side of that, Control Z, and I've used Control Z a lot, and you can do a lot of these sections away that you have toyed with or played with. And that's the thing about video editing. You have to toy with it a little bit, play with it a little bit until you understand it, until you can do things that you didn't know, until you do things you didn't know how to do yesterday. You have to play with those settings and do with those things that what you want to do. Okay, that's the most promising part. So cut your clip, the parts that you don't like, and then delete it. Now you've got it how you wanted to, or almost wanted to. Don't go for that 100% because nothing is 100%. Yes, like I said, nothing is 100%. Don't try to do it. I know perfectionists out there that have a beautiful project but don't do shit with it because they tinker till it's kaput. And I sometimes have that problem as well. So I try not to and advise other people also not to. Okay, the rant is over. Now we go into the other stuff. Let's go in a little bit. Like in the effects library, you have a little thing like text. You can put text in your video. It's really easy, self-explanatory. If you guys have trouble with this program, just send me a call. Yes, call me. Send me a DM or join the Discord and ask me questions. Do something like that. And okay, let's go back in and see what the different types of things that we can do extra if we want to. The bottom bar, we're gonna look in there. We have the edit, the fusion. Now if you go to fusion, it's here that you can put different clips into each other more easily and at a transition and with nodes and all that fancy video thingies that I have no idea how to use unless you looked it up. But also if you film with a green screen and you want to put video behind that, now we do it via OBS, but you can also do it in this program so that you are in Die Hard or Home Alone or any other Christmas movie you want to be in. You can put that in the background. Be careful for copyright though. I'm not saying to do that. Actually, I am saying it, but yeah, be careful with copyright. Use it at your own discretion and know what to use and what not to. So next to that is the coloring scheme that you can change the coloring of your videos. If you want to have it more full and warmer, you can go a little bit to those. Yeah, you can change that a lot actually if you want to have a warmer feel to it with the offset and the gain and the gamma. And you guys probably know a little bit of this if you've tinkered with OBS. But here you have this, and then you can put a different clip here and that they transition into each other. But I don't actually really use this. You could use it to warm up your clip a little bit, but leave a little bit for bits of fault in there because nothing is perfect. You're not a movie editor or anything like that. If you are, why are you fucking watching this? But thank you anyway. Next to it we have the sound, and in the sound there's a lot of things that you can tweak, you can cut in here as well. Put the sound off. Remember, if you cut into the sound that it still needs to line up with your video, but you can put in an equalizer, some effects that you can add, and that's Fairlight effects, a de-esser, a de-hummer, noise, pitch. You can do a lot in there. It comes with an automated de-esser, so that could be good. But remember, if you automate stuff, it automates of the whole line, and if you change something in audio, a lot more will change. And if you're not familiar with it, try to do it your tinker with it. Try to get it your best, but um, learn more while doing than just put it all on there and oh it will be fine because your audio will be shit. That's how I started, by the way. Okay, last one, and that's the one what we going to need. And the good thing about DaVinci is it has a render setting in the top left corner. Render setting, you can do it custom, but you have a YouTube setting. Just put it on YouTube, have a file name, put a file name in there, the location you want it in. I want it in videos. I don't want that. I'm sorry. I don't want that. Browse. Okay, then save. You have a location. I'm not gonna explain what this all is, but the format is QuickTime. It will be point mov. If you want to put these videos into Twitter, then you have to put the format in MP4. You can do it in both ways, by the way. In QuickTime, you add to render queue, then your video will pop up on the right and you start to render. It will put your file in the map you chosen. But if you want to put it on Twitter or I don't know if it's for Instagram, I'm not sure, but you also can put MP4 and it will export it that way as well, so you can use that for Twitter and the rest for YouTube, because if you're making a Twitch compilation or something like that for YouTube, it's all set in there. You don't have to do anything for the video or the audio, and that's a cool thing to do, because in DaVinci Resolve 12 you couldn't do that just yet. So add to render queue, start to render, and that's it. If you guys are interested in more of my videos, you can see them here. And if you haven't followed yet, now is the time, or when you watch the next video, that's also good. And I will see you guys next time. I hope this tutorial helped, and bye bye guys.